Mm. Mm. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, how are you doing? How is your life going? How is your life going? Hey, hey, how is your life doing? Hey, hey, how is your life doing? How is your life doing? How is your life doing? Hey, 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 how is your life doing? 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 Hey. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. How is your life doing? How is your life? How is your life doing? 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 How? Come on, come out and tell me how your life is doing. You mean you're gonna keep quiet and I'm here asking? You mean you're gonna be quiet? You're gonna hear me asking how your life is doing and you're not gonna come out and say anything. You're not gonna come out and say anything? Like, how is your life doing? You mean you're gonna be quiet? You're not coming out to tell us how your life is doing? I would love to know how your life is going. My microphone is not good. I know, but my microphone is not good. I know my microphone is not good, but can you hear my message? 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 How is your life doing? How is your life doing? Can you hear my message? Can you hear my message? Can you hear my message? I thought you can hear my message. Yes, I know you can hear my message. I know you can hear my message. How is your life doing? 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 How is is your life doing? How 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 is your life? How is your life? How is your life? How is your life doing? Where are you now? 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 How is your life doing? How is your life doing? Where are you now? 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 How is your life doing? How is your life doing? Where are you now? 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 are you now? Where 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 are you Where are you now? 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 Okay, if you are listening to me, thank you for listening to me. That means a lot to me. Sometimes I don't know if there's anybody listening to me. Sometimes I really don't know, like, if there's anybody listening to me. But all I do is to hope that there's somebody maybe out there listening to me. Where are you now? Where are you now? So I'm gonna be reading some Bible here. I love to read and I cannot skip reading the Bible sometimes. Where did we end? Genesis 3. New American Genesis 23. New American Standard Bible 1. Now Sarah lived 127 years. I think I need to be like this, yeah. Let's see. Okay, like this. I don't want my microphone to be, see? Yeah, like this. Yeah. Now Sarah lived 127 years. These were the years of the life of Sarah. 2. Sarah died in Kiriath Ab, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan. And Abraham went in to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her. 3. Then Abraham rose from before his dead and spoke to the sons of Heth, saying, For I am a stranger and a sojourner among you. Give me a burial site among you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight. 5. The sons of Heth answered Abraham, saying to him, 6. Hear us, my Lord, you are a mighty prince among us. Bury your dead in the choicest of our graves. None of us will refuse you his grave for burying your dead. 7. So Abraham rose and bowed to the people of the land, the sons of Heth. 8. He spoke with them, saying, If it is your wish for me to bury my dead out of my sight, hear me, and approach Ephron, the son of Zohar, for me. 9. That he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he owns, which is at the end of his field. For the full price, let him give it to me in your presence for a burial site. 10. Now Ephron was sitting among the sons of Heth, and Ephron and Hittite answered Abraham in the hearing of the sons of Heth, even of all who went in at the gate of his city, saying, 11. No, my Lord, hear me. I give you the field, and I give you the cave that is in it. In the presence of the sons of my people, I give it to you. Bury your dead. 12. And Abraham bowed before the people of the land. 13. He spoke to Ephron in the hearing of the people of the land, saying, If you will only please listen to me, I will give the price of the field. Accept it from me, that I may bury my dead there. 14. Then Ephron answered Abraham, saying to him, 15. My Lord, listen to me. A piece of land worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that between me and you? So bury your dead. 16. Abraham listened to Ephron, and Abraham weighed out of Ephron the silver which he had named in the hearing of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, commercial standard. 17. So Ephron's field, which was in Machpelah, which faced Mamre, the field and cave which was in it, and all the trees which were in the field that were within all the confines of its border were deeded over. 18. To Abraham for a possession in the presence of the sons of Heth, before all who went in at the gate of his city. 19. After this, Abraham buried Sarah, his wife, in the cave of the field at Machpelah, facing Mamre, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan. 20. So the field and the cave that is in it were deeded over to Abraham for a burial site by the sons of Heth. Genesis 24, New American Standard Bible. 1. Now Abraham was old, advanced in age, and the Lord had blessed Abraham in every way. 2. Abraham said to his servant, the oldest of his household, who had charge of all that he owned, Please place your hand under my thigh. 3. And I will make you swear by the Lord, the God of heaven and the God of earth, that you shall not take a wife for my son from the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I live. 4. But you will go to my country and to my relatives and take a wife for my son Isaac. 5. The servant said to him, Suppose the woman is not willing to follow me to this land, should I take your son back to the land from where you came? 6. Then Abraham said to him, Be, beware, beware that you do not take my son back there. 7. The Lord, the God of heaven, who took me from my father's house and from the land of my birth, and who spoke to me and who swore to me, saying, to your descendants, I will give this land. He will send his angel before you, and you will take a wife for my son from there. 8. But if the woman is not willing to follow you, then you will be free from this my oath. No, only do not take my son back there. 9. So the servant placed his hand under the thigh of Abraham his master and swore to him concerning this matter. 10. Then the servant took 10 camels from the camels of his master and set out with a variety of good things of his master's in his hand, and he arose and went to Mesopotamia, to the city of Nahar. 11. He made the camels kneel down outside the city. Outside the city. Yo, what's up with you? What? Which is left, which is right? I think I should be using this. He made the camels. 11. He made the camels kneel down outside the city by the well of water at evening time, the time when women go out to draw water. 12. He said, O Lord, the God of my master Abraham, please grant me success today and show loving kindness to my master Abraham. 13. Behold, I am standing by the spring, and the daughters of the men of the city are coming out to draw water. 14. Now may it be that the girl to whom I say, please let down your jar so that I may drink, and who answers, drink, and I will water your camels also, may she be the one whom you have appointed for your servant Isaac, and by this I will know that you have shown loving kindness to my master. 15. Before he had finished speaking, behold, Rebekah, who was born to Bethel, the son of Malka, the wife of Abraham's brother Nahar, came out with her jar on her shoulder. 16. The girl was very beautiful, a virgin, and no man had relations with her, and she went down to the spring and filled her jar and came up. 17. Then the servant ran to meet her and said, please let me drink a little water from your jar. 18. She said, drink, my lord, and she quickly lowered her jar to her hand and gave him a drink. 19. Now when she had finished giving him a drink, she said, I will draw also for your camels until they have finished drinking. 20. So she quickly emptied her jar into the trough and ran back to the well to draw, and she drew for all his camels. 21. Meanwhile, the man was gazing at her in silence to know whether the Lord had made his journey successful or not. 22. When the camels had finished drinking, the man took a gold ring weighing a half shekel and 2 bracelets for her breasts weighing 10 shekels in gold. 23. And said, whose daughter are you? Please tell me, is there room for us to lodge in your father's house? 24. She said to him, I am the daughter of Bethel, the son of Malka, whom she bore to Nahar. 25. Again she said to him, we have plenty of both straw and feed, and room to lodge in. 26. Then the man bowed low and worshipped the Lord. 24. New American Standard Bible. 27. He said, "Blessed be the Lord, the God of my master Abraham, who has not forsaken his loving kindness and his truth toward my master. As for me, the Lord has guided me in the way to the house of my master's brothers." 28. Then the girl ran and told her mother's household about these things. 29. Now Rebekah had a brother whose name was Laban, and Laban ran outside to the man at the spring. 30. When he saw the ring and the bracelets on his sister's wrists, and when he heard the words of Rebekah, his sister, saying, "This is what the man said to me," he went to the man, and behold, he was standing by the camels at the spring. 31. And he said, "Come in, blessed of the Lord. Why do you stand outside, since I have prepared the house and a place for the camels?" 32. So the man entered the house. Then Laban unloaded the camels and gave straw and feed to the camels and water to wash his feet and the feet of the men who were with him. 33. But when food was set before him to eat, he said, "I will not eat until I have told my business." And he said, "Speak on." 34. So he said, "I am Abraham's servant." 35. The Lord has greatly blessed my master, so that he has become rich, and he has given him flocks and herds and silver and gold and servants and maids and camels and donkeys. 36. Now Sarah, my master's wife, bore a son to my master in her old age, and he has given him all that he has. 37. My master made me swear, saying, "You shall not take a wife for my son from the daughters of the Canaanites, in whose land I live." 38. But you shall go to my father's house and to my relatives and take a wife for my son. 39. I say to my master, "Suppose the woman does not follow me." 90. He said to me, "The Lord before whom I have walked will send his angel with you to make your journey successful, and you will take a wife for my son from my relatives and from my father's house." 41. Then you will be free from my oath when you come to my relatives, and if they do not give her to you, you will be free from my oath. 42. So I came today to the spring and said, "O Lord, the God of my master Abraham, if now you will make my journey on which I go successful." 43. Behold, I am standing by the spring, and may it be that the maiden who comes out to draw, and to whom I say, "Please let me drink a little water from your jar." 44. And she will say to me, "You drink, and I will draw for your camels also. Let her be the woman whom the Lord has appointed for my master's son." 45. Before I had finished speaking in my heart, behold, Rebekah came out with her jar on her shoulder and went down to the spring and drew, and said to her, "Please let me drink." 46. She quickly lowered her jar from her shoulder and said, "Drink, I will water your camels." Also so I drank, and she watered the camels also. 47. Then I asked her and said, "Whose daughter are you?" And she said, the daughter of Bethel, Nahaz's son, whom Malka bore to him." And I put the ring on her nose and the bracelets on her wrists. 48. I bowed low and worshipped the Lord. and blessed the Lord of my master Abraham, who had guided me in the right way to take the daughter of my master's kinsman for his son. 49. So now, if you are going to deal kindly and truly with my master, tell me. If not, let me know that I may turn to the right hand or to the left. 50. Then Laban and Bethuel replied, the master comes from the Lord, so we cannot speak to you, bad or good. 51. Here is Rebekah before you. Take her and go, and let her be the wife of your son's master, of your master's son, as the Lord has spoken. 52. When Abraham's servant heard their words, he bowed himself to the ground before the Lord. Okay, I need to see if this... Is there anybody even listening to me? Is there anybody listening to what I'm reading? Is there anybody? Is there anybody listening to what I'm reading? Is there anybody? Is there anybody listening to what I'm reading even? Am I even audible? I feel thirsty. The Lord, give me water. The Lord God, give me water. I feel thirsty. The Lord God, give me water. I'm very thirsty. Thirsty. The Lord God, I need water. Give me water, Lord God. I'm very thirsty, Lord God. Give me water. Very, very thirsty, God. Lord God, I'm very thirsty. Give me water, Lord God. Genesis 24, New American Standard Bible 53. The servant brought out articles of silver and articles of gold and garments and gave them to Rebekah. He also gave precious things to her brother and to her mother. 54. Then he said, and the men who were with him ate and drank and spent the night. When they arose in the morning, he said, send me away to my master. 55. But her brother and her mother said, let the girl stay with us a few days. Certain afterward she may go. 56. He said to them, do not delay me, since the Lord has prospered my way. Send me away that I may go to my master. 57. And they said, we will call the girl and consult her wishes. 58. Then they called Rebekah and said to her, will you go with this man? And she said, I will go. 59. Thus they sent away their sister Rebekah and her nurse with Abraham's servant and his men. 60. They blessed Rebekah and said to her, may you, our sister, become thousands of 10,000s, and may your descendants possess the gate of those who... And may your descendants... 60. They blessed Rebekah and said to her, may you, our sister, become thousands of 10,000s, and may your descendants possess the gate of those who hate them. 26. Then Rebekah arose with her maids, and they mounted the camels and followed the man. So the servants took Rebekah and departed. 62. Now Isaac had come from going to Lahai Roi, for he was living in the Negev. 63. Isaac went out to meditate in the field toward evening, and he lifted upon his eyes and looked, and behold, camels were coming. 64. Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she dismounted from the camel 65. She said to the servant, "Who is that man walking in the field to meet us?" And the servant said, "He is my master." Then she took her veil and covered herself. 66. The servant told Isaac all the things that he had done. 67. Then Isaac brought her into her mother Sarah's tent, and he took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her. Thus Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. Genesis 25. Abraham, New American Standard Bible. 1. Now Abraham took another wife, whose name was Keturah. 2. She bore to him Zimran and Jokshan and Medan and Midian and Ishbak and Shuha. 3. Jokshan became the father of Sheba and Denan, and the sons of Denan were Ashurim and Letushim and Leumim. 7. The sons of Midian were Ephah and Ephah and Henoch and Abida and Eldah. All these were the sons of Keturah. 5. Now Abraham gave all that he had to Isaac. 6. But to the sons of his concubines, Abraham gave gifts while he was still living, and sent them away from his son Isaac eastward to the land of the east. 7. These are all the years of Abraham's life that he lived, 175 years. 8. Abraham breathed his last, and he died in a ripe old age, an old man unsatisfied with life, and he was gathered to his people. 9. Then his sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah in the field of Ephron, the son of Zorah, the Hittite, facing Mamre. 10. The field which Abraham purchased from the sons of Heth, there Abraham was buried with Sarah his wife. 11. It came about the death of Abraham that God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac lived by Bia Lahai Roi. 12. Now these are the records of the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's maid, bore to Abraham. 13. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael by their names in order of their birth: Nebahoith, Nebahoith, and the first son of Ishmael, and Kedeha, and Adibel, and Mibsam. 14. And Mishma, and Duma, and Massa. 15. Hadad and Tema, Jetuah, Naphish, and Kedemah. 16. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names by their villages and by their camps, 12 princes according to their tribes. 17. These are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years, and he breathed his last and died, and was gathered to his people. 18. They settled from Havilah to Shuha, which is east of Egypt, as one goes towards Assyria. He settled in defiance of his relatives. 19. Now these are the records of the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham became the father of Isaac. 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the Aramean of Paddan Aram, the sister of Laban the Aramean, to be his wife. 21. Isaac prayed to the Lord on behalf of his wife because she was barren, and the Lord answered him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. 22. But the children struggled together within her. Strangled. But the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it is so, why then am I this way? So she went to inquire of the Lord. 23. The Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples will be separated from your body, and one people shall be stronger than the other, and the other shall serve the younger. The older should serve the younger. 24. When her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. 25. Now the first came forth red all over like a hairy garment, and they named him Esua. 25. Now the first came forth red all over like a hairy garment, and they named him Esua. 26. Afterward his brother came forth with his hand holding onto Eshua's heel, so his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old when she gave birth to them. 27. When the boys grew up, Eshua became a skillful hunter, a man of the field, but Jacob was a peaceful man living in tents. 28. Now Isaac loved Esua, because he had a taste for game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. 29. When Jacob had cooked stew, Eshua came in from the field, and he was famished. Oh God, these things are very hard. You want me to read them? Genesis 25, New American Standard Bible. 30. And Eshua said to Jacob, please let me have a swallow of that red stuff there, for I am famished. Therefore his name was called Edom. 31. But Jacob said, first sell me your birthright. 32. Eshua said, behold, I am about to die, so of what use then is the birthright to me? 33. And Jacob said, first swear to me. He swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. 34. Then Jacob gave Eshua bread and lentil stew, and he ate and drank, and arose and went on his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Genesis 26, New American Standard Bible. Now there was a famine in the land, besides the previous famine that had occurred in the days of Abraham. So Isaac went to Gerar, to Abimelech, king of Philistines. 2. The Lord appeared to him and said, do not go down to Egypt. Stay in the land of which I shall tell you. 3. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with you and bless you. For to you and to your descendants I will give all these lands, and I will establish the oath which I swore to your father Abraham. For I will multiply your descendants as the stars of heaven, and I will give your descendants all these lands, and by your descendants all the nations of the earth shall be blessed. 5. Because Abraham obeyed me and kept my charge, my commandments, statutes, and my laws. 6. So Isaac lived in Gerar. 7. When the men of the place asked about his wife, he said, "She is my sister." For he was afraid to say, "my wife," thinking the men of the place might kill me on account of Rebekah, for she is beautiful. 8. It came about when he had been there a long time that Abimelech, king of Philistines, looked out through a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was caressing his wife Rebekah. 9. Then Abimelech called Isaac and said, "Behold, certainly she is your wife. How then did you say, 'She is my sister'?" And Isaac said to him, Because I said I might die on account of her." 10. Abimelech said, "What is this you have done to us? One of the people might easily have lain with your wife, and you would have brought guilt upon us." 11. So Abimelech charged all the people, saying, "He who touches this man or his wife shall surely be put to death." 12. Now Isaac sowed in that land and reaped in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. 13. And the man became rich, and he continued to grow richer until he became very wealthy. 14. For he had possessions of flocks and herds and a greater household, so that the Philistines envied him. 15. Now all the wells which his father's servants had dug in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines stopped up by filling them with earth. 16. Then Abimelech said to Isaac, "Go away from us, for you are too powerful for us." 17. And Isaac departed from there and camped in the valley of Gerar and settled there. 18. Then Isaac dug again the wells of water which had been dug in the days of his father Abraham, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham, and he gave them the same names which his father had given them. 19. But when Isaac's servants dug in the valley and found there a well of flowing water. 20. The herdsman of Gerar quarreled with the herdsman of Isaac, saying, "The water is ours." So he named the well Esk, because they contended with him. 21. Then they dug another well, and they quarreled over it too. So he named it Sitnah. 22. He moved away from there and dug another well, and they did not quarrel over it. So he named it Rehoboth. For he said, "At last the Lord has made room for us, and we will be fruitful in the land." 23. Then he went up from there to Beersheba. 24. The Lord appeared to him the same night and said, "I am the God of your father Abraham. Do not fear, for I am with you. I will bless you and multiply your descendants for the sake of my servant Abraham." 25. So he built an altar there and called upon the name of the Lord and pitched his tent there, and there Isaac's servants dug a well. 26. Then Abimelech came to him from Gerar with his advisor Ahuzzath and Phicol, the commander of his army. 27. Isaac said to him, "Why have you come to me, since you hate me and have sent me away from you?" 26. Genesis 26, New American Standard Bible. 28. They said, "We see plainly that the Lord has been with you." So we said, Let there now be an oath between us, even between you and us, and let us make a covenant with you. 29. That you will do us no harm, just as we have not touched you, and have not done you nothing but good, and have sent you away in peace. You are now the blessed of the Lord. 30. Then he made them a feast, and they ate and drank. 31. In the morning they arose early and exchanged oaths. Then Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. 32. Now it came about on the same day that Isaac's servants came in and told him about the well which they had dug, and said to him, We have found water. 33. So he called it Sebiha Sheba. So he called it Sheba. Therefore, the name of the city is Beersheba to this day. When Esau, Esau was 40 years old, he married Judith, the daughter of Beri, the Hittite, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite. 35. And they brought grief to Isaac and Rebekah. Is there anybody listening to this? Is there even anybody out there listening to this? Oh my God, you mean there's not anybody listening to me? You mean there's not anybody listening to me? I'm trying to find what to read. No way. I need to find another. Wait a minute. Give me a minute. Oh, the Lord, I'm so thirsty. I pray for water. I wish I had some money. I could just go there and buy water. I would just go there and buy water. Oh, the Lord, provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Lord God, provide for me water. I'm in need of water. I am in need of water. Provide for me water. I am in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I am in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. I need water right now. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. I am in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. Oh Lord God, I'm in need of water. I am in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. Provide for me what I'm in need of water. I am 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 in need of water. Ooh. I am in need of water. 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 I need to drink water right now. I need to drink water right now. Sometimes I want to cry. Sometimes I want to cry. Sometimes I want to cry. Like sometimes it's very heavy. 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 Sometimes it's very heavy. Like 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 sometimes it's very heavy. 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 Sometimes life is 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 very, very, very heavy. Sometimes life is 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 very, very, very heavy. Sometimes life is 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 very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Sometimes life is 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 very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very, 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 very heavy. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very heavy for me. Life is heavy for you. Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Life will be good. Life will be fine. Life will be fine. Life will be good. Life will be fine. Life will be good. Life will be fine. Life will be good. Life will be good. Life will be fine. 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 Sometimes life is very, very heavy. 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 Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Very, very, very. Very, very. Very, very, very. Very, very, very. Very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very, very, very. Very, very, very. Very, very, very. Very, very heavy. But we believe life will be fine. But we believe life will move on just fine. 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 Sometimes life is very, very heavy. 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 Sometimes life is very,
The time that I'm filming this video, March. This is my first video in March 2025. I had to force myself to do this. Like, I procrastinate a lot. Sometimes I'm very lazy. Sometimes I feel like I don't have the energy to do it. But above all
sometimes
that, I love the work.
Sometimes
I love when the work is up there. I love it.
Sometimes.
And when you do something every day, you learn to do it. And when you skip doing the work, you forget how to do it.
Sometimes.
Even filming, just me holding this camera here. It's just like a matter of me holding the camera, but every time I skip doing this, I forget.
Sometimes life is very, very heavy.
Me holding the camera, but every time I skip doing this, I forget how to do it. And I don't want to be forgetful. I don't want to have dementia. Is it called dementia when you are forgetful?
Sometimes.
Is it called dementia when, I don't know, that disease where you forget things? I have a grandfather. By the time that I was filming this video, he's still alive. He has dementia. He cannot even remember his kids. He cannot even remember that he's hungry. I feel very bad for him because I am his grandson. And for him, he's in the village, they are suffering because he has dementia. And all his kids, it's like, I don't want to judge them that they abandoned him, no? They are all caught up with their lives. So sometimes that's a scary thing of growing old. When you grow old,
yeah,
you get such diseases and you forget. So I pray for my grandfather. He has dementia. They try treating it. There's no like a cure to dementia, forgetting things. So I pray for him. So March 2025, God is so great. I don't know if you believe in God. My young brother is so disappointed in God. Maybe because he has his prayers that God didn't answer, all the prayers God had delayed to answer. So my young brother somehow is disappointed in God. I was also disappointed in God. But there are certain things that have happened in my life. Okay, a minute.
Sometimes life is very, very heavy.
I didn't even tell you. Today is Wednesday, March 5th, 2025. That's the date of today. So I was telling you, disappointments. I don't like disappointments. Nobody loves disappointments. I don't love them too. But
sometimes
he was so disappointed. I don't know what to tell him because I tried to tell him that God is there because of certain things that have happened in my life too. I have no choice but to believe. And I'm trying to go.
Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Sometimes life, that's a video. You can watch my videos, come on. You can watch and subscribe. I need subscribers, come on, I need followers. I need subscribers. I cannot do this alone. These platforms, they don't, even if you stream every day, but when people are not following and not, for them, they care about followers, they care about subscribers. So go and subscribe. Go and follow me. Come on. I need followers. I need followers. Followers, come on, follow me. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. You have to go and follow and watch my videos. Come on, go and watch, go and support me. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. Life being heavy. And me, I'm here thirsty. I want to drink some water. I feel like I want to drink some water. I feel like I need to be drinking some water right now. I wish I had a mean of drinking water. I wish I had a mean to get water. I want to drink water right now. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. I wish I had a mean of drinking water. Sometimes life is very, very heavy. 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 Oh God, have mercy on me. Have mercy. Have mercy on me. And on me. On me. Have mercy 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 on me. Oh, good. Oh. Ah. 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 Have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. Have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy on me. 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 Genesis 27, New American Standard Bible. 1. Now it came about, when Isaac was old and his eyes were too dim to see, that he called his older son Esau, and said to him, My son. And he said to him, Here I am. 2. Isaac said, Behold, now I am old, and I do not know the day of my death. 3. Now then, please take your gear, your quiver, and your bow, and go out to the field and hunt game for me. 4. And prepare a savory dish for me, such as I love, and bring it to me that I may eat, so that my soul may bless you before I die. 5. Rebekah was listening while Isaac spoke to his son Esau. So when Esau went to the field to hunt for game to bring home, Rebekah said to her son Jacob, Behold, I heard your father speak to your brother Esau, saying, Bring me some game and prepare a savory dish for me, and I may eat and bless you in the presence of the Lord before my death. 8. Now therefore, my son, listen to me as I command you. 9. Go now to the flock and bring me 2 choice young goats from there, and I may prepare them as a savory dish for your father, as he loves. Then 10. Then you shall bring it to your father, that he may eat, so that he may bless you before his death. 11. Jacob answered his mother Rebekah, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. 12. Perhaps my father will fail me, then I will be a deceiver in his sight, and I will bring upon myself a curse and not a blessing. 13. But his mother said to him, Your curse be on me, my son. Only obey my voice and go get them for me. 14. So he went and got them and brought them to his mother, and his mother made savory food such as his father loved. 15. Then Rebekah took the best garments of Esau, her elder son, which were with her in the house, and put them on Jacob, her younger son. 16. And then she put the skins of the young goats on his hands and on the smooth part of his neck. 17. She also gave the savory food and the bread which she had made to her son Jacob. 18. Then he came to his father and said, My father. And he said, Here I am. Who are you, my son? 19. Jacob said to his father, I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done as you told me. Get up, please sit and eat of my game, that you may bless me. 20. Isaac said to his son, How is that you have it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because the Lord your God caused it to happen to me. 21. Then Isaac said to her, Jacob, Please come close, that I may feel you, my son, whether you are really my son Esau or not. 22. So Jacob came close to Isaac his father, and he felt him and said, The voice is the voice of Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esau. 23. He did not recognize him, because his hands were hairy, like his brother Esau's hand, so he blessed him. 24. And he said, You are really my son Esau. And he said, I am. 25. So he said, Bring it to me, and I will eat of my son's game, that I may bless you. And he brought it to him, and he ate. He also brought him wine, and he drank. 26. Then his father Isaac said to him, Please come close to me and kiss me, my son. 27. So he came close and kissed him. And when he smelled the smell of his garments, he blessed him and said, "See, the smell of my son is like the smell of a field which the Lord has blessed." 28. Now may God give you of the dew of heaven and of the fatness of the earth and an abundance of the grain and new wine. 27. New American Standard Bible. 29. May peoples serve you and nations bow down to you. Be master of your brothers, and may your mother's son bow down to you. Cursed be those who curse you, and blessed be those who bless you. 30. Now it came about as soon as Isaac had finished blessing Jacob, and Jacob had hardly gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. 31. Then he also made savory food and brought it to his father and said to his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's game, that you may bless me. 32. Isaac his father said to him, "Who are you?" And he said, "I'm your son, your firstborn Esau." 33. Then Isaac trembled violently and said, "Who was he then that hunted game and brought it to me, so that I ate of all of it before you came and blessed him? Yes, and he shall be blessed." 34. When Esau heard the words of his father, he cried out with an exceedingly great and bitter cry and said to his father, "Bless me, even me also, O my father." 35. Oh, he said, "Your brother came deceitfully, and he has taken away your blessing." 36. Then he said, "Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he has taken away my blessing." And he has said, "Have you not received a blessing for me?" 37. But Isaac replied to Esau, "Behold, I have made him your master, and all his relatives have given to him as servants, and with grain and new wine I have sustained him. Now as for you then, what can I do, my son?" 38. Esau said to his father, "Do you have only one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father." So Esau lifted his voice and wept. 39. Then Isaac his father answered and said to him, "Behold, away from the fertility of the land shall be your dwelling, and away from the dew of heaven from above." 40. By your sword you shall live, and your brother you shall serve. But it shall come about when you become restless, that you will break his yoke from your neck. 41. So Esau bore a grudge against Jacob because of the blessing with which his father had blessed him. And Esau said to him, "The days of mourning for my father are near. Then I will kill my brother Jacob." 42. Now when the words of her elder son Esau were reported to Rebekah, she sent and called her young son Jacob and said to him, "Behold, your brother Esau is consoling himself concerning you by planning to kill you." 43. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice and arise, flee to Haran to my brother Laban. 44. Stay with him a few days until your brother's fury subsides. 45. Until your brother's anger against you subsides and he forgets what you did to him, then I will send and get you from there. Why should I be revealed, revealed? This is the spelling of this word. It's giving me some hard time to read. Am I reading it the right way? Be revealed. Bereaved of you both in one day. 46. Rebekah said to Isaac, "I'm tired of living because of the daughters of Heath. If Jacob takes a wife from the daughters of Heath, like this, from the daughters of the land, what good will my life be to me?" Genesis 28, New American Standard Bible. First, so Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him and said to him, You shall not take a wife from the daughters of Canaan. 2. Arise, go to Pandan Aram, to the house of Bethel, your mother's father, and from there take to yourself a wife from the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. 3. May God Almighty bless you and make you fruitful and multiply you, that you may become a company of peoples. 4. May he also give you the blessing of Abraham to you and to your descendants with you, that you may possess the land of your sojournings. That word is very hard for me to read. Is it? Sojournings. This is how they spell the word. Sojournings. Sojournings, which God gave to Abraham. 5. Then Isaac sent Jacob away, and he went to Pandan Aram, to Laban, son of Bethuel, the Aramean, the brother of Rebekah, the mother of Jacob, and Esau. 6. Now Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob and sent him away to Pandan Aram to take to himself a wife from there, and that when he blessed him, he charged him, saying, You shall not take a wife from the daughters of Canaan. 7. And that Jacob had obeyed his father and his mother, had gone to Pandan Aram. 8. So Esau saw the daughters of Canaan displeased his father Isaac. 9. And Esau went to Ishmael and married besides the wives that he had Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nebaioth. 10. Then Jacob departed from Beersheba and went toward Haran. 11. He came to a certain place and spent the night there, because the sun had set. And he took one of the stones of the place and placed it under his head and lay down in that place. 12. He had a dream, and behold, a ladder was set on the earth with its top reaching to heaven. And 13. To heaven, and behold, the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. 13. And behold, the Lord stood above it and said, I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham, and the God of Isaac. The land on which you lie, I will give it to you and to your descendants. 14. Your descendants will also be like the land, I did not know it. 17. He was afraid and said, How awesome is this place! This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. 18. So Jacob rose early in the morning and took the stone that he had put under his head and set it up as a pillar and poured oil on its top. 19. He called the name of that place Bethel. However, previously the name of the city had been Luz. 20. Then Jacob made a vow, saying, If God will be with me and will keep me on this journey that I will take, and I will give me and will give me food to eat and garments to wear. 21. And I return to my father's house in safety. Then the Lord will be my God. 22. This stone I will have set as a pillar will be God's house, and of all that you give me, I will surely give a tenth to you. Genesis 29, New American Standard Bible 1. Then Jacob went on his journey and came to the land of the sons of the east. 2. He looked and saw a well in the field, and behold, 3 flocks of sheep were lying there besides it, for from that well they watered the flocks. Now the stone on the mouth of the well was large. 3. When all the flocks were gathered there, they would then roll the stone from the mouth of the well and water the sheep, and put the stone back in its place on the mouth of the well. 4. Jacob said to them, My brothers, where are you from? And they said, We are from Haran. 5. He said to them, Do you know Laban, the son of Nahor? And they said, We know him. 6. And he said to them, Is it well with him? And they said, It is well, and here is Rachel, his daughter, coming with a sheep. 7. He said, Behold, it is still high day. It is not time for the livestock to be gathered. Water the sheep and go pasture them. 8. But they said, We cannot until all the flocks are gathered. And they roll the stone from the mouth of the well. Then we water the sheep. 9. While he was still speaking with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she was a shepherdess, a shepherdess, shepherdess. Okay. 10. When Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, Jacob went up and rolled the stone from the mouth of the well and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. 11. Then Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted his voice and wept. 12. Jacob told Rachel that he was a relative of her father and that he was Rebekah's son, and she ran and told his father. 13. So when Laban heard the news of Jacob, his sister's son, he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him and brought him to his house. Then he related to Laban all these things. 14. Laban said to him, Surely you are my bone and my flesh. And he stayed with him a month. 15. Then Laban said to Jacob, Because you are my relative, should you therefore serve me for nothing? Tell me, what should your wages be? 16. Now Laban had two daughters. The name of the older was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. 17. And Leah's eyes were weak, but Rachel was beautiful of form and face. Beautiful of form and face. 18. Now Jacob loved Rachel, so he said, I will serve you 7 years for your young daughter Rachel. 19. Laban said, It is better that I gave her to you than to give her to another man. Stay with me. 20. So Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed to him, but a few days before, because of his love for her. Ah. I feel very hungry. Very, very hungry. Very, very hungry. Very, very hungry. Hi. Very, very hungry. We went 21st. Then Jacob said to Laban, Give me my wife, for my time is completed, that I may go in to her. 22. Laban gathered all the men of the place and made a feast. 23. Now in the evening he took his daughter Leah and brought her to him, and Jacob went in to her. 24. Laban also gave his maid Zilpah to his daughter Leah as a maid. 25. So it came about in the morning that, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, What is this you have done to me? Was it not for Rachel that I served with you? Why then have you deceived me? 26. But Laban said, It is not the practice in our place to marry off the younger before the firstborn. 27. Complete the week of this one, and we will give you the other also for the service which you shall serve with me for another 7 years. 28. Jacob did so and completed her week, and he gave himself his daughter Rachel as his wife. 29. Laban also gave his maid Bilhah to his daughter Rachel as her maid. 30. So Jacob went in to Rachel also, and indeed he loved Rachel more than Leah, and served with Laban for another 7 years. 31. Now the Lord saw that Leah was unloved, and he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. Now the Lord saw that Leah was unloved, and he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. 29. New American Standard Bible. 32. Leah conceived and bore a son, and named him Reuben. For she said, because the Lord has seen my affliction, surely now my husband will love me. 33. Then she conceived again and bore a son, and said, because the Lord has heard that I am unloved, he has therefore given me this son also. So she named him Simeon. Simeon, yeah, I think that's that. Simeon. 34. She conceived again and bore a son, and said, now this time my husband will be attached to me, because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore he was named Levi. 35. And she conceived again and bore a son, and said, this time I will praise the Lord. Therefore she named him Judah. Then she stopped bearing. Genesis 30, New American Standard Bible. 1. Now when Rachel saw that she bore Jacob no children, she became jealous of her sister, and she said to Jacob, give me children, or else I will die. 2. Then Jacob's anger burned against Rachel, and he said, am I in the place of God, who has withheld from you the fruit of the womb? 3. She said, here is my maid Bilhah, go in to her, that she may bear on my knees, that through her I too may have children. 4. So she gave him her maid Bilhah as a wife, and Jacob went in to her. 5. Bilhah conceived and bore Jacob a son. So she went in to her. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for following me. Thanks for following this guy here. Thanks for following me. These guys are saying went in. Then Rachel said, God has vindicated me, and has indeed heard my voice, and has given me a son. Therefore she named him Dan. 7. Rachel's maid Bilhah conceived again and bore Jacob a second son. 8. So Rachel said, with mighty wrestlings I have wrestled with my sister, and I have indeed prevailed. And she named him Naphtali. 9. When Leah saw that she had stopped bearing, she took her maid Zilpah and gave her to Jacob as a wife. 10. Leah's maid Zilpah bore Jacob a son. 11. Then Leah said, how fortunate. So she named him Gad. 12. Leah made Zilpah bore Jacob a second son. 13. Then Leah said, Happy I am, for women will call me happy. So she named him Asa. 14. Now in the days of wheat harvest, Reuben went and found mandrakes in the field and brought them to his mother Leah. Then Rachel said to Leah, Please give me some of your son's mandrakes. 15. But she said to her, Is it a small matter for you to take my husband? And would you take my son's mandrakes also? So Rachel said, Therefore he may lie with you tonight in return for your son's mandrakes. 16. When Jacob came in from the field in the evening, then Leah went out to meet him and said, You must come in to me, for I have surely hired you with my son's mandrakes. So he lay with her that night. 17. God gave heed to Leah, and she conceived and bore Jacob a fifth son. 18. Then Leah said, God has given me my wages because I gave my maid to my husband. So she named him Issachar. 19. Leah conceived again and bore a sixth son to Jacob. 20. Then Leah said, God has endued me with a good gift. Now my husband will dwell with me because I have borne him 6 sons. So she named him Zebulun. 21. Afterward she bore a daughter and named her Dinah. 23. Then God reminded Rachel, and God gave heed to her and opened her womb. 23. So she conceived and bore a son and said, God has taken away my reproach. 24. She named him Joseph, saying, May the Lord give me another son. 25. Now it came about when Rachel had born Joseph that Jacob said to Laban, Send me away that I may go to my own place and to my own country. 26. Give me my wives and my children for whom I have served you, and let me depart, for you yourself know my service, which I have rendered you. 27. But Laban said to him, If now it pleases you, stay with me. I have divined that the Lord has blessed me on your account. 28. He continued, Name me your wages, and I will give it. 29. But he said to him, You yourself know how I have served you, and how your cattle have fared with me. 30. For you had little before I came, and I have increased to a multitude, and the Lord has blessed you. Whatever I turned, but now when shall I provide for my own household also? Genesis 30. New American Standard Bible. 31st. So he said, What shall I give you? And Jacob said, You shall not give me anything. If you will do this one thing for me, I will again pasture and keep your flock. 32. Let me pass through your entire flock today, removing from there every speckled and spotted sheep, and every black one among the lambs, and the spotted and speckled among the goats, and such shall be my wages. 33. So my honesty will answer for me later, when you come concerning my wages. Everyone that is not speckled and spotted among the goats and black among the lambs, if found with me, will be considered stolen. 34. Laban said, Good, let it be according to your word. 35. So he removed on that day the striped and spotted male goats, and all the speckled and spotted female goats, every one with white in it, and all the black ones among the sheep, and gave them into the care of his sons. 36. And he put a distance of 3 days' journey between himself and Jacob fed the rest of Laban's flocks. 37. Then Jacob took fresh rods of poplar and almoid and plane trees, and peeled white strips in them, exposing the white which was in the rods. 38. He set the rods which he had peeled in front of the flocks in the gutters, even in the watering troughs where the flocks came to drink, and they mated when they came to drink. 39. So the flocks mated by the rods, and the flocks brought forth striped, speckled, and spotted. 40. Jacob separated the lambs and made the flocks face toward the striped and all the black in the flock of Laban, and he put his own herds apart, and did not put them with Laban's flock. 41. Moreover, whenever the stronger of the flock were mating, Jacob would place the rods in the side of the flock in the gutters, so that they might mate by the rods. 42. But when the flock was feeble, he did not put them in, so the feebler were Laban's and the stronger Jacob's. 43. So the man became exceedingly prosperous, and had large flocks, and female servants, and camels, and donkeys. Oh, I feel like I need to drink. Oh, I feel I'm tired. I'm tired now. I feel I'm tired. I feel I'm tired. I feel I'm tired. Feel I'm tired. I feel I'm tired. I feel I'm tired. I feel like I'm tired. Feel like I'm tired. Feel like I'm tired. Feel like I'm tired. Oh, good. So I need to be speaking to people I've read, but now I need to be speaking to. Yes. I need to be speaking to somebody. Chris, are you around? Is there anybody around? Yeah. is around? I just want to know who is around. Who is around? I need somebody who is around. Who is around? Come on. Who is around? Who is around? I want to check if I have some people who want to say hi to me. Oh, they're all leaving. They're all leaving. They're all leaving. All leaving. They're 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 all leaving. All leaving. They are all leaving. Oh, he's around. Nobody came to say hi to me. Nobody came to say hi. They are all leaving. 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 Yeah. They are all Uh, that they are all living. They are all living. Who is around? Who is around? Who is around? They are all living. 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 They, they are all living. 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 Who is around? 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 Yeah. Yeah. Yes. They're all live. They're all live. They're all live. They're all. Oh God, have mercy on me. They're all living. 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 They're all. They're all living. 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 All living. They're all living. Who is around? Ah, okay. If there's not anybody around, they're all living. 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 Who is around? Who is around? Well, I have to be going too. They're all living. 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 They are all living. So who is gonna be here for me? Who is gonna be here for me if you're all leaving me? If you're all going away from me? If each one of you is going away from me, who is gonna be here for me? Who is gonna be here for me? Yeah? Who is gonna be here for me? Who is gonna be here for me? Who is gonna be here? Who is gonna be here for me? Who is gonna be here? Who is gonna be here for me? Like I want to have people, like I know these are people who are gonna be here for me. Are you gonna be here for me? Yeah? Who is gonna be here for me? Who is gonna be here? Who's gonna be here for me? Who is gonna be here for me? Us, all these people I see, I don't have a connection with any of these people. All these people, man. Hmm? Who is gonna be my friend? Who is gonna be my friend? Who is my friend? Who is gonna be my friend? Who's gonna be my friend? Who is gonna be my friend? Who's gonna be my friend? Oh. Who is gonna be? Who is gonna be my friend? Maybe one day I will get friends. Christopher is my friend, but he's no longer. I don't see him anywhere. Yeah. Where? Where is everybody? Oh, where is everybody? Where is everybody? Where? Where is everybody? Oh. Oh God. Give me grace, God. Give me a way I can do this, God. Uh, 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 I will go to the fire. I'll go to the fire. I will 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 go. I will go. I will go to the fire. 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 I will go. I will go to the fire. I will go to the fire. I will go. I will go to the fire. I will go to the fire. I will go to the far. 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 I will go. I will go. I will go. I will go. I will go to the far. I will go. Go to the far. Go to the far. I'll try and go to the far. I will go to. I will go to the far. Go to the far. Go to the far. Go to the far. I'll go to the far. Go to the far. Go to the far. I'll go to the far. 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 Go. Go to the far. 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 I'll go to the far. Go to the far. Go to the far. Go to the far. Go to Go. Go to the fire. Go to the fire. Go to the fire. Okay, there's not anybody coming for me. Um, I have to go. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. And the dance. Na 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 na. I have to go now. I have to go. I want to go away. Who's here? I have to go. Okay, now I've overplayed. Playing is good, but you don't overplay. I don't know how my life is gonna turn around, but all I'm praying for it to turn around. It's all I'm praying for. To turn around my life. All and pray. This is my stream. Like, this is how I stream. My stream is of free mind. Free, like, I stream like the way I stream. This is the way I stream. I don't know the way you know how streamers stream, but this is how I stream. I stream, I read, I stream, I be alive. I don't know what you think, but this is how I stream. I was about to go, but then I have to finish the 3 hours. I cannot just stream. I think I have to, I don't know. Should I finish this fast? I think I should finish. I think I should finish. Yeah, let me just read this. This Genesis chapter 31st, and I finish it, and then I leave. Genesis 31st, New American Standard Bible. 1. Now Jacob heard the words of Laban's sons, saying, Jacob has taken away all that was our father's, and from what belonged to our father, he has made all this wealth. 2. Jacob saw the attitude of Laban, and behold, it was not friendly toward him as formerly. 3. Then the Lord said to Jacob, return to the land of your fathers and to your relatives, and I will be with you. 4. So Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah to his flock in the field. 5. And said to them, I see your father's attitude, that is not friendly toward me as formerly, but God of my father has been with me. 6. You know what? I have served my father with all my strength. 7. Yet your father has cheated me and changed my wages 10 times. However, God did not allow him to hurt me. 8. If he spoke thus, the speckled shall be your wages. Then all the flocks brought forth speckled, and if he spoke thus, the striped shall be your wages. Then all the flocks then all the flocks brought forth striped. 9. Thus God has taken away your father's livestock and given them to me. 10. It came about at the time when the flock were mating, that I lifted upon my eyes and saw in a dream, and behold, the male goats which were mating were striped, speckled, and mottled. 11. Then the angel of God said to me in the dream, Jacob, and I said, Here I am. 12. He said, Lift up now your eyes and see that all the male goats which are mating are striped, speckled, and mottled, for I have seen all that Laban has been doing to you. 13. I am the God of Bethel, who you anointed a pillar, where you made a vow to me. Now arise and leave this land and return to the land of your birth. 14. Rachel and Leah said to him, Do we still have any portion or inheritance in our father's house? 15. Are we not reckoned by him as foreigners? For he has sold us and also has entirely consumed our purchase price. 16. Surely all the wealth which God has taken away from our father belongs to us and our children. Now then, do whatever God has said to you. 17. Then Jacob arose and put his children and his wives upon camels. 18. And he drove away all his livestock and all his property which he had gathered. He acquired livestock which he had gathered in Pandan Aram to go to the land of Canaan to his father Isaac. 19. When Laban had gone to shear his flock, then Rachel stole the household idols that were her father's. 20. And Jacob deceived Laban the Aramean by not telling him that he was fleeing. 21. So he fled with all that he had, and he arose and crossed the Euphrates river and set his face toward the hill country of Gilead. 22. When it was told Laban on the third day that Jacob had fled. 23. Then he took his kinsmen with him and pursued him a distance of 7 days' journey, and he overtook him in the hill country of Gilead. 24. God came to Laban the Aramean in a dream of the night and said to him, Be careful that you do not speak to Jacob either good or bad. 25. Laban caught up with Jacob. Now Jacob had pitched his tent in the hill country, and Laban with his kinsmen camped in the hill country of Gilead. 26. Then Laban said to Jacob, What have you done by deceiving me and carrying away my daughters like captives of the sword? 27. Why did you flee secretly and deceive me, and did not tell me, so that I might have sent you away with joy and with songs, with timbre and with lyre? Is it lyre? I don't know how they read this word. Lyre. Lyre. Okay. 28. And did not allow me to kiss my sons and my daughters. Now you have done foolishly. 29. It is in my power to do you harm, but the God of your father spoke to me last night, saying, Be careful not to speak either good or bad to Jacob. Genesis 31st. 31. I don't know. 31. New American Standard Bible. 30. Now you have indeed gone away because you longed greatly for your father's house. But why did you steal my gods? 31. Then Jacob replied to Laban, Because I was afraid, for I thought that you would take your daughters from me by force. 32. The one with whom you find gods shall not live. In the presence of our kinsmen, point out what is yours among my belongings, and take it for yourself. For Jacob did not know that Rachel had stolen them. 33. So Laban went into Jacob's tent and into Leah's tent and into the tent of two maids, but he did not find them. Then he went out of Leah's tent and entered Rachel's tent. 34. Now Rachel had taken the household idols and put them in the camel's saddle, and she sat on them. And Laban felt through all the tent, but did not find them. 35. She said to her father, Let not my word be angry, that I cannot rise before you. For the manner of women is upon me. So he searched, but did not find the household idols. 36. Then Jacob became angry and contented with Laban. And Jacob said to Laban, What is my transgression? What is my sin that you have hotly pursued me? 37. Though you have felt through all my goods, what have you found of all your household goods? Set it here before my kinsmen and your kinsmen, that they may decide between us two. 38. These 20 years I have been with you. Your ewes and your female goats have not miscarried, nor have I eaten the rams of your flocks. 39. That which was torn of beasts I did not bring to you. I bore the loss of it myself. You required it of my hand, whether stolen by day or stolen by night. 40. Thus I was by day that heat consumed me, and the frost by night, and my sheep fled from my eyes. 41. These 20 years I have been in your house. I served you 14 years for your 2 daughters, and 6 years for your flock, and you changed my wages 10 times. 42. If the God of my father, the God of Abraham, and the fear of Isaac had not been for me, surely now you would have sent me away empty-handed. God had seen my affliction and the toil of my hands. So he rendered judgment last night. 43. Then Laban replied to Jacob, the daughters are my daughters, and the children are my children, and the flocks are my flocks, and all that you see is mine. But what can I do this day to these my daughters, or to their children whom they have borne me, like born me with E. Whatever. So now come, let us make a covenant, you and I, and let it be a witness between you and me. 45. Then Jacob took a stone and set it up as a pillar. 46. Jacob said to his kinsmen, gather stones. So they took stones and made a heap, and they ate there by the heap. 47. Now Laban called it Jegar Sahadwath, but Jacob called it Galed. I don't know the word. That's how I read it. 48. Laban said, this heap is a witness between you and me this day. Therefore it was named Galed. 49. And Mizpah. For he said, may the Lord watch between you and me when we are absent one from the other. 50. If you mistreat my daughters, or if you take wives besides my daughters, although no man is with us, see, God is witness between you and me. 51. Laban said to Jacob, behold this heap, and behold the pillar which I have set between you and me. 52. This heap is a witness, and the pillar is a witness, that I will not pass by this heap to you for harm, and you will not pass by this heap and this pillar to me for harm. 53. The God of Abraham and the God of Nahar, the God of their father, judge between us. So Jacob swore by the fear of his father Jacob. 54. Then Jacob offered a sacrifice on the mountain and called his kinsmen to the meal, and they ate the meal and spent the night on the mountain. Genesis 31st, New American Standard Bible. 55. Early in the morning, Laban rose and kissed his sons and his daughters and blessed them. Then Laban departed and returned to his place. I think we shall continue from there. The Bible. This is a study Bible that I'm reading, because I have to be leaving. I wanted to make 3 hours, and I'm done right now. Yes, done. I have to be leaving right now. Right now. I don't know. I'm just trying to find purpose. It's all I'm trying to find purpose. I have to be leaving right now. So I love you. Take good care after yourself. Yeah. I love you. Take good care after yourself. I love you. Take good care after yourself. Like, take good care after yourself. Take good care after yourself. Take good care after yourself.